Alright, here's to hoping this shit fucking works. God damn, I never thought it'd be this fucking hard as this. Oh, thank God.
From the beginning, we were wrong. And only now, well into the second decade of the conflict, have we begun to understand the mistakes we have made. We lived in harmony among the Fae, in a world awakened to new magic. Perhaps we should have foreseen what might be born on this rising tide. What force might awaken. A force powerful enough to twist even the eternal and immutable Fae But Gadflow, the new king of the Winter Court, surprised us all. Singular among his people, he was all that other Fae were not. Aggressive, ambitious, visionary. He had power like none we had ever seen, terrible and deadly. Gadflow and his followers, the Tuatha Deon, believed that a new god was to be born in the east, beneath Gadflow's crystalline fortress of Amathen. In the name of that god, they marched to war against the young races of Amalur. Against a mortal army, no matter the power of their god, we might have been victorious. But the Fae are creatures of magic, not bound by the laws of life and death. Each Tuatha fallen on the battlefield would soon rise again, for the Fae do not know death as we do. How could we stand against such a force? For 10 years the war raged. For 10 years the armies of Men and Alpha fought and died. But as our numbers dwindled, we knew that it was only a matter of time. Our fate had been written. At least, that is what we believed. Until you died.
What do you think this one is then? Alpha? Banana? Could even be a Jotun. Always a surprise, eh, Gran?
Eyes on the job, boy. Don't matter what it is. Dead's dead. And be thankful for that. All we've seen. Go on and pull back the sheet, though. It'll need to be in our report, one way or the other.
Oh boy, time to do this again. Let me check something. Make sure everything's running fine before I get involved in this shit. Oh, thank God. Alright. Locksmith out. I like the red. Go with white.
One of the human women. Looks Almain to me, and in good shape. These Almain women, wound tighter than a Varani crossbow. All right then, make sure it goes into the report. You know he'll want all the details.
Amazing how well the body held up. Better than I've seen.
I'm just glad it's not moving. Must have been born under a lucky star, this one.
Anything else we need?
Unless you'd like to name her, I think we're done. Put her with the others.
Well, that's it for you then. Better luck next time.
Oh, yes. Corpses. Lovely. Okay, nice. Lovely. Secrecy is still working on you, requiring specialized disposal of our unfortunate victims. Highly romantic to become a concern of our economies. So when we send away the other items to deal with this, we should make disposal of these things. Weirdly, all we usually do from downstream of the ash dumps, hardly a fitting magic to my hands. If there's any consolation, these weren't the original bodies in the first place. Oh! Alright then. I don't think they'll be needing that anytime soon.
They're all over. Run!
Whoa.
Scatter before the might of the Tuatha!
Aren't you guys just adorable?
Stay away!
Help! Anybody!
I'm coming. Hold your damn horses.
You! Up there! Please help me! Please!
Poor mortals.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, I've seen you before. On the slab. You were dead. It worked. By the dome, it worked. You're alive.
Why does this guy's voice sound familiar?
No, clearly not anymore. But you were. The Well of Souls remade your body. We thought you were another failure. But the well restored your soul to your body, and it worked. We must get you to Professor Hughes right away. He'll have questions for you.
He will. I have questions, buddy.
Oh, no doubt. But we must get to Hughes. He'll be in his study on the ground floor. The Tuatha are coming in through the lower levels. If we hurry, we should be able to beat them to the top. Take these. They'll help keep you safe long enough to get to Hughes. Now, let's get going. He'll be in his study on the ground floor of the tower. At least, I hope he's there. And safe. Oh, my. You don't know? Perhaps the process damaged your memory. They are the Tuatha Deum, the enemy of all the young races. We've never seen them this far inland. Not even during the invasion. I don't know why they're here. I wish I could tell you more. You showed no signs of life when we removed your new body from the well's waters. We just put it in the furnace room with the others. We would have never done that if we knew. The Well of Souls is just ahead. You'll see. And it works. It restored you to life. There will be plenty of time to explain later. We've got to get going. Let me get this door, and we can be on our way.
Inventory, armor. Ooh, light armor. Can't wait to get friggin' heavy armor. Potion. Right, where the hell do you go?
Right this way. You go first.
Hey Atlas, how's it going, man?
This is what they're after. Our greatest invention. The Well of Souls. Imagine an end to hope. An end to death.
Oh god, that's not good. Just can't fall asleep, or I am a bit I'm a bit tired myself. It's just been a frustrating night stream-wise. Oh shit.
We're in one of the small rooms. See if you can find anything useful.
And I'll sell, break down, we're gonna do this.
Do you hear something?
Options. Controls. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh shit.
You're going to need more than just that sword. That one had a bow. Get it?
Oh god, archery. Please no. I'm just gonna skip past that. Oh. Oh yeah, secondary weapons.
Archers up ahead. Best shoot them before they see us. It's open. Go, go!
Hang on, Hocha horse is there. I'll keep my eye out for the Warhammer. More crates.
I bet you're still groggy, but just keep moving. Move! Move!
Hang on, hold the fucking horses. I've never actually been a user of Warhammer, but I'll have to check that out. Well, I take that back. I did use one in, what was it? Darksiders 2. I think it was one of the secondary weapons. Oh, I gotta play the Darksider series too. I have so many games I need to play. Roast Electros.
Daggers are deadly if you catch an enemy unaware. Their speed more than makes up for their size.
I would like to use my secondary, because I am not a large by any means. Gauntlets. Documents.
More up ahead. If you can sneak up on them with your daggers, you should be able to finish them quickly and quietly.
Yes, because I'm totally going to play this game stealthily. Maybe I should invest in stealth. I don't know. Maybe. Oh! Gold works.
Cave blossoms only respond in the presence of magic. Perhaps there is more to you than it seems. What are you?
Oh no. Okay. Excuse me? I'm just gonna take a bunch of shit and sell what I need to. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna pause real quick. No, god fucking damn it, wrong. Alright, take care, man. Hope the arch moment goes well. Alright. So, do you have... You know what? I'm not gonna fucking deal with this. I'm gonna ban your ass. Hey, hey, listen, I appreciate you stopping by the live, the live stream, dude. I'm hopefully gonna start streaming this game to the end, because I kind of played it for a while and stopped. But if you ever see me on, dude, don't feel free to stop by. I'm always looking forward to people popping in. Oh, torn robes. No thanks. Symbols, items. Okay, I gotta check something. Cause I'm sorry, I don't mean just keep sitting here at the fucking dead screen, but I gotta look something up. don't have to worry about that then. Alright, I apologize for that. I had to check something. I had a guy come in I figured I'd ban him and just look up to make sure how to unban. Just I know it's awful to do that like midstream, but I figured it couldn't hurt to look how to unban, ban people, that kind of shit. Just in case. Oh god, why'd it have to be spider? Oh my god. I will not be using a stave, but...
They've completely covered the tunnel. Maybe you can use that staff to burn a path.
Oh god, okay, yeah, I should have seen that coming, that I had to use it.
Not more spiders. Burn them! Burn them!
Spiders. Oh god, spiders. Why would I want bones? And I guess I can sell them. Inventory, items. Junk. Have I mentioned I hate spiders? It's weird. I don't mind spiders in real life, but when they come to games, they create me the fuck out.
Hurry! Get out of here!
I take my goddamn time.
Die, twat bastard! Wait, you're not one of them. If
You're what the well
spat
spat
out. She
I guess
came
it
out
could
of
have
the
been
well.
worse.
What?
And she better get inside to see the old man. You come out of the well and the twather show up. That can't...
This is where we part ways. Take whatever you want from this armor. We might have a few things that would fit you. Just make sure you get your shoes. We can hold off the Tuatha here. He's directly ahead, in his study. Just keep going past the top of the well. He needs to see you. Right now, you're the most valuable thing in his world. I'll see you on the outside, if fate wills it.
I hope you're worth all this.
Go on. There isn't time to waste. I'll see you on the outside, if fate wills it.
I hope to God he doesn't die. I can't remember. It's been too long.
Simple cloth frees your body and mind. That's why mages prefer it. Leather armor is thin, but will give you the speed to reach an enemy's throat. Plate armor. Nothing protects quite like layers of
Oh, God,
impervious
yeah,
metal.
kids. I forgot about that.
No more. No more.
If you can walk, you don't need my help.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. The weapons had fucking wear and tear. Oops. I'm going to have to keep that in mind. Did I just buy a fuck ton of repair kits? Any missing limbs or extra fingers might help with how the original units, rather than a match with fixed or unrelated. And with their food, modifications, and religions, we can increase custom products on the natural skin. Although with occasional splash of fish does allow you to prove success in the future. I know some of you complain that we should use the devil, just get the core configuration altogether. But it was being experiments of his actual body. You may be working on to relate light, but highly allows us to desecrate the dead. Any further complaints can be brought to me directly.
You've made it, and look at you. Even with all you've been through. The Tuatha, your return from the dead. Please forgive me. You must be terribly confused by all of this. I am Fomerus Hughes, and this is my laboratory at Alistar. Everything you see here is dedicated to one thing, the Well of Souls, the pursuit of immortality. And you're my first success. If we only had the time, there's so much we might learn from one another. Too much to explain right now. The Tuatha have come to stop my work, but I don't believe they know about you. Not yet. What's important is getting you out of here safely. You're the only proof of what we've achieved here. I may not be able to save the well, but I can ensure that its only success is safe. Absolutely not. I've got my notes, but it's most important that you stay safe.
Well,
It's
that's not
just
this
that you're fascinating, simply astounding. I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow...
I don't know.
Yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what... Perhaps I should go see.
Sir! Mr. Hughes! The Tuatha have breached the lab! They're inside the lab!
Oh, shit.
No! We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly!
Oh, come on.
Follow the path to the town of Gorhart. Find Agath. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive!
Right through his mouth. Yes. I will happily live to your score. Fines, old thorns. I forgot what the damn shards did. What time was it? I got plenty of time. Way going back, I suppose. Ooh. Plus 5 health. Symbols, all that shit. Items, sagecraft. Lockpicks, skulls, and scrolls. Of course. Speak with the Fate Weaver.
Thank Matharu, another survivor. Are there any more? I suppose that's a little bit of kindness from fate. May those still trapped inside rest peacefully. This was supposed to be a nice isolated grove. So much for that. Morris Hughes was one of the greatest minds of our generation. The Well of Souls was a dream that was almost too good to come true. Who knows why the Tuatha hate mortals? Who knows why the Fae do half the things they do? The well was a beautiful dream, an end to death, a cure to tragedy. It would have made war pointless. It could have saved the world. We should have known it was too good to exist. Now our friends have paid the price.
It was a good cause.
Stay safe. We'll be moving soon.
I don't think there was guards.
Are we really safe?
I'll be right back in a sec. Okay, I apologize about that. I had to grab a drink. Ooh, caribou looking thing. Aren't you pretty? If not slightly wonky. This is a very beautiful world. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I think I need to look at alchemy. Oh no. I don't want to listen. Oh, shit. Ow, shit. I've not been paying attention. Find item one. Ooh, that's I'll come back here later. If I'm going where I think I am, I want to grab that armor.
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old fate weaver, eh? Did he? Poor old Fomerus Hughes. He respected the way the world works. What a shame. He's probably dead by now. When he started his experiments here, he asked me if they'd ever be successful. The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but its success would come on the day that Hughes was to die. The old man took it pretty well, honestly, although we did a lot of drinking after that. I suppose I could spare a little help in memory of Hughes, or in celebration of his success. Whichever.
Potions. Fantastic.
You really don't know much, do you?
Nope.
A Fate Weaver taps into the threads of fate and channels that energy through a focus. My order prefers cards. The cards are unique to each Fate Weaver, since we all see the weave differently. You're the one. Then that means it all makes sense now. The cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare yourself. They're coming. What? How? What are you? The threads
Oh,
of
hello.
fate. I've seen them before, but I've never seen anyone manipulate them like that. You just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that? You just... Fate is the will of the gods. No mortal should be able to change it. How is that even possible? Come here. I'm going to do a reading. You might be able to change the threads, but fate will still have a plan for you.
Yeah,
I promise not to tell you if I see your death. That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for fate's plan, unlike most gnomes.
I don't believe it.
That's fine, but you don't have to. But I can see that you're nervous. Relax. This is what fate weavers do. I'll be seeing your thread in the weave of fate. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much.
I'm real. You
I
must be
am.
drunk.
But still, I've never seen someone whose fate was just missing. Not even when I was drunk as the king of ballads. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not. If this is true, and I'm not saying I believe it, then your path is yours to determine.
Unlock Destiny's Fleetwood's one. Punishment that is usually more efficient for you to block or suffer an attack rather than dodge one. Brawler seems fitting for him. You're terrible.
It could mean nothing, or it could mean everything. The world is changing. You might be a sign of that, or maybe the cause. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings, but we should consult with Arden. He's not a friend, but he's got a good eye for the tapestry. I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded at the tower. That's just it. I don't know if you've got one, but that's why we're going to see Arden. He lives in a little hut to the east in Yulven. I'll meet you there. Once I was Agarth the Unyielding, the Blade of Avgrum. I wrestled the Colossus Priestess and declined knighthood by the High King of the Fae. I was a hero of men, but that wasn't enough for me. I joined the Fate Weavers, hoping to find a way to conquer destiny itself. Turns out fate is the one thing I couldn't fight. You can find Arden's little cottage in the middle of Yulven. Had to move there when he got run out of town. He's a damned good Fate Weaver, but that doesn't make you very popular. Especially not in dark days like these.
Like that.
We are all threads in the tapestry of fate. Measured, woven, and cut according to a great plan. Fate Weavers undertake the task of reading those threads. Our title always was a bitter lie, since we have no control over how that tapestry is woven. But you do. And when a Fate Weaver looks at your place in the weave, we see only the shapes of what you may choose to become. The Fate Weavers were once a great, unified order of sages from all the mortal races. We foretold the destinies of kings and gods. But that power takes a toll. Nobody likes bad news. And all the news in the world is getting worse. The Order splintered long ago. Now the old traditions are all but lost. And all I foretell is the fate of my beer. And I see it being empty soon. What could this all mean? Still here, huh? Can't quite decide if you want to hear what the cards say. What could this all mean?
Guess we'll have to find out. So where's my durability at? Oh boy.
Of all the songs in halls of lore, there echoes none more grand than Olain's many feats of might, the pure and lady of the light. She is a knight of golden knot. She is the cure seeker, the conscience of the summer fae. She is the heart of spring, of day.
Ooh. Aren't you adorable?
Everyone just stand back. The warden can't work when you're crowding so close. Go back to your business. Go on.
These are strange times.
I don't care what you race. It's a tragedy whenever anyone's savage like this. Just look at the poor creature. She's been beaten to the brink of death. The Fae may be strange, but they certainly don't deserve this. It appears she was attacked with some manner of short blade. Likely a dagger, although there's no way I can be sure. People simply stood by as she called for help. No one lifted a finger. Can you imagine? It's shameful to treat another in such a way, even if she is a Fae. I don't know whether we possess the knowledge to treat such a wound. Frankly, I don't even know if I could save a mortal with such grievous wounds.
Oh, I guess I'll go.
Well, you're the only one. With all the troubles we've suffered in this village, people are weary of adversity. They'd rather just ignore it. I'm going to suggest something a bit untraditional. There's a Fae named Eri. She spends her days up on the hill overlooking the village. Seek her wisdom. I would do it, but I am a coward. That's the truth. Perhaps a Fae will know how to heal a Fae. If not, then we're back where we started. She spends her days on the precipice overlooking the village. She doesn't think we're aware of her presence, but we most certainly are.
She doesn't sound bad, so I don't think there's a problem with her.
I've spent most of my life dealing with them, but they aren't like us. Not at the core. They don't know what it means to be a man who sweats to feed his family. Goreheart has become a sort of refuge for those settlers who wish to live a life free of Fae. I don't see that lasting. Not with the war. Not with everything changing. We keep a precarious peace with the Court of Summer, one that's tested every day. I lie awake at night worrying what kind of disaster awaits me in the morning. But we're a good community full of good people. We have our eccentrics, sure. But we work hard and live quietly. That's the best anyone can do these days. Peaceful Fae make up the tribe known as the Court of Summer. They are led by a king in a faraway city, hidden from mortal eyes. That's about all I know. Little more than rumors and stories from my youth. I'm the Warden of Goreheart, and a poor one at that. I've been back from the war for only 6 months and been Warden for less than 2. Now here I am with an injured Fae on my doorstep. I'm a disgrace.
Just don't know what the job.
Our fate rests in the hands of a few chosen who fight in the east. You wouldn't even know it in Goreheart. We're miles away from the smoke and the screams. Bye now.
Stay alert. Bandits are everywhere.
First. Oh, it's
Crazy Sister Zelda.
well, that's an... Armor, okay. How much should I have Guardian armor? As much as I like it. Ooh.
Good day.
Yes.
Don't believe Father Dinwell when he tells you that Mitharu was male. Mitharu is a god, not a mortal. She is all of...
Welcome to St. Odwig's perpetual mission. I would invite you in, but the Order has been too trusting in the past. We try to learn from our mistakes. Although, one never knows what might be a test of faith. You have arrived just when I am in need of aid. So perhaps Mitharu is at work.
Perhaps.
We at St. Odwig's have worked for years to establish a presence on this hill. It's not been without its challenges. The call of the Phalanx does not fall upon deaf ears, and many of our youngest don't have the will to resist. Take Brother Egan, for example. 2 nights ago, Egan ventured past the walls to collect firewood and never returned. We must find him before anything happens. Mitharu be praised. His order reigns supreme. Brother Egan was last seen northeast of here, just off the road near the Fey ruins. Please find him. Perhaps then we can welcome you into the fold with open arms.
Sure. Get the earrings out of the way.
Egan was last seen in the woods outside the walls, just north of the village. He is a good boy, but our youngest, and Egan often suffers from doubt. That is to be expected. One can only grow out of conflict, especially conflict of the spirit. I tried my best to comfort him and tell him that wisdom would come in time, but he is impatient, rash. He wanted a faster way to enlightenment and power. The Fae are stubborn fools. They treat their souls like toys, with no thought of right or wrong, chaos or order. I have been with the mission since its founding. These boys are like my sons. I live my life as an example of Mitharu's wishes for our kind. The first bricks were laid 50 years ago by Odwig himself, before his demise at the hands of trolls. We honor him by converting the Fae to the worship of Mitharu. Alas, we have yet to convert a single one. But that does not keep us from trying.
Well, at least you try. That's all that matters.
May Mitharu protect you.
What is the mission hiding?
Hold the map.
Why are its gates forever closed? These are the questions we all should be asking. Do the half-truths of these wise men exhaust you as they do me? I've listened to their prayers for too long. There are other voices to be heard.
Greetings.
Great. We've buried so many in the cemetery on the hill. Someday there'll be good news to celebrate again. Someday.
Oh shit! I did not mean to. Oh god. I killed the poor chicken. Oops. That was not intentional.
Come in. Welcome to Gorehart, the last settlement before the Feylands. How can I fill your pack today? The Alfar and the Tuatha have been at each other's throats for nearly a decade now. I can't remember the reason. I wonder if they can, the fools. Come see me again.
Didn't I used to steal a lot of shit?
Need some? Did you see the war sworn at the inn? I wonder if he's trying to find you hat. Maybe I should volunteer.
Oh, no. Let's not get arrested.
Don't
now.
start any trouble.
Smash of crates. That's Bad. Smashing crates? Okay, get them out. Oh god. I don't think I want to attack any civilians at the moment. Let's read it. Brother Mason has urged me to keep a journal so that I may exercise the ghosts that haunt me. He says that in writing down your thoughts, you hereby rid yourself a bit and may find peace. I do not think this will help at all, if help is what I need, but I will try my best, if for nothing else but to appease him. It is hard to lose someone and have them in your memories in the back of your mind. They linger there and you feel their presence even though they're gone. It's sad, obviously, Rika, but it's a sadness that encompasses everything. I was watching Gizelia today and the way she stands there waiting for Camden to return, but we all know he won't. I know her thoughts. It's different when you are simply separated from your love. You can go about your day in a normal fashion and sometimes you are overwhelmed by their absence. Sometimes you just want to feel them, something tangible, and you do what you can to teach patience to yourself. Brother Mason often says that Matharu grants the greatest reward to those who are patient. However, it is hard, and may Matharu guide her when she finally knows the truth. Then she will know a sadness that does not pay visits as a stranger, but as an unwelcome bedfellow, another shadow, a mold on your will, another claw on your life. 23rd day of spring. Today I thought I heard children's voices in the outskirts of town. I know it now for what it was, although I do not recognize it then, nor knew it for aught but children playing. No, it was nothing but the ghosts of my children calling to their mother. We are, of course, no other children of this forgotten place. Court Heartfield is barren as an empty room. It is lifeless here, for all the magical wonder of the Fae, even the people. They trudge towards their doom with a resigned melancholy. They are all hiding or running from something or someone. They are tired and waiting for Matharu to end their petty pacing. It is a strange feeling to know grief as intimately as I do, and to see it in the eyes of so many. Even Brother Mason, the most vibrant shadow of our little town, hides a pain. Despite his best attempts to keep it hidden, I have often seen it. He is just like all of us, a toy of fate's cruel play. He will not speak to me about it. I fear it will consume him, and he will no longer be able to bring the joy and happiness to the people here that so desperately need it. He will just be another restless soul. The 25th day of spring. Ost Ordora is here again, and again I am reminded of war. Has he not taken enough from me already? Does it need to steal what little souls I can find here in this lost village? I have a mind to run him out of town. I may do so today if he tests my patience. I would be doing Gizelia a favor, no less. How he dares come here after all the trouble this war has caused, I cannot understand. I imagine someday the war itself will arrive at my door. Maybe this time it will claim my life instead of the ones I love. Brother Mason would not like to hear it, but sometimes I wish for that, and who doesn't? To see Avery of Gref again, to hold my sons in my arms again. Better to be the one mourned than the one mourning. Jesus. Oh, that's a damper.
Come in.
Okay then.
Fire watching. Aunt Herc will protect us. It's busy today.
Come in. Rest your boots by the fire, and drown your worries in a flagon of our finest. I am Arnik Arduna, and this is the famous Gorhart Inn. The lifestyle of a soldier did not suit me. Unlike many of my brethren, I wish to celebrate with others, not kill them. Starting a public house seemed the logical step.
Makes sense.
Established 70 years ago by the great Alden Gorhart, this inn was the first all-main structure in all of Dalantar. I won it from him in a game of knuckles. Dida serves the finest ales, and upstairs you'll find Katrin the healer. Here's some advice. Avoid Nanny Henry. I don't know what she's brewing in her little shack.
Oh, well then.
We can offer you a place to rest and refresh yourself. Interested?
No thanks.
We're here to serve. Don't worry about that, my friend. Don't let the concerns of our local warden trouble you. You're here as a guest. There is no Red Legion. And if there was, it certainly wouldn't be out here in Gorhart. Don't you bother yourself with that. Gorhart is safe. Our greatest concern is passing the time.
Oh, God.
Stick around.
Well, times are hard, but hard times can pay if you're willing to take risks. If you have the sword and stomach for this sort of work, we could use another strong arm among the Warsworn. Some may try to colour it with fancy words, but we're warriors for hire, the best in these lands. You'll find those who have taken the oath are held in the highest respect all over Amalur. You could head straight to Shieldring Keep and pledge your sword. Might work, but a commendation from me would carry a lot of weight. To earn it, you must do something commendable. There are two brothers, scoundrels of the Red Legion, named Osgar and Medgar Krast. Bring me proof you've dealt with them. I'll pay in coin and my good word.
Sure.
Osgar hides somewhere in the woods north of here. Medgar was last seen east of his brother's camp. Bring me their Legion daggers, and I'll pay with coin and a commendation to join the order.
Greetings.
Welcome to Gorhart.
Sell all this shit if I end up not needing it. Works for me. Oh god, I dodged already.
keep walking.
Excuse me? Let's sell it. Yeah, I need to fuck up my armor even though I already have. What the hell do you mean?
Two Legs, please help me. Other Two Legs are cruel. They will not help. No! I am cursed. You believe me? Many think I am just another Two Legs. They are wrong. I am a wolf, cursed to wear this shape by evil sprites as some cruel game. I still have wolf thoughts in my head, but two-leg bodies are so clumsy, they can't even catch dumb meat birds. I must be changed back. The sprites are near. Even now I smell them, but I cannot fight in this form. Will you help, Two Legs?
I'll help.
Thank you, Two Legs, but the task will not be easy. I need water from a magic well, guarded by the sprites that cursed me. Be warned, the sprites have much magic, for the well they guard is older than this wood, and from that they draw their power. The sprites guard the well, which is near the river to the north. Beware them, they have much magic. Hunt well.
Oh god, another quest. Might as well.
Ah, finally! For a while I thought only the Warsworn used the Yolven Road. Henry Kell's my name. Traveller by vocation. I have no trade, but I do have a job for one like yourself. Interested?
Yeah, why the hell not?
Most travellers have qualms about dealing with the fair folk. Harder to read than a human, and fewer many pockets to pick. These ballads, Fae, they are not only rich in lore. I've heard snippets of a ballad, and a beautiful ruby ring. And I need someone to help me get it.
And if I decide to take it and stab you in the back?
Never met a traveller before, have you? We may look humble, but our purses are always full. You can find a lot of coin if you know where to look, and when. The ballad is called Ring and Reprisal. I know little about it, but if we reenact the ballad step by step, the ring should come to us. In the story, a maiden asks a champion to reclaim a ring stolen by a troll. It's a few years too late, but I'll play the role of the maiden. You be the champion. First, you must prove your prowess by hunting wild antelope and bring back something to lure the troll. Who knows? You'd have better luck getting an answer from one of these damn Fae. But it's what the ballad calls for. You can find an antelope nearby. Bring them down and get proof of your kills. We'll need them later on. Good luck.
I think I'll get this quest taken care of first.
Ugh, finally. Someone that looks like they could stand up to a moderate breeze. There's need for an adventurer such as yourself. Me and a crew are mounting an expedition to a new land, south of here. Ah, clever and strong, I see. It's as I said, we're going to the teeth of Naros, the land south of Dalentarth. If you want more information, seek Hellick Cross. He's leading us. We're camped beyond Ettenmere.
We got it.
Fine.
That's an interesting looking structure. Are these fucking bastards moving? God damn it. Oh shit. That was a little easy. Fuck. Oh, this is gonna take for fucking ever. Oh well. Oh shit. Fuck you, Archer. I'll just mark that as junk and sell it later.
Please, God, help me! Oh god, daggers. Oh fuck. I love one. Ow. A little better than I thought it was. Take this shit and sell it later. I'm just gonna hoard shit and I'll find out what it does later. Oh, finally, I fucking found one of them.
shit, take it. Yep. Hey, not too bad. Running scepter. I'll take it. I'll sell it fucking later. Items. Curious blade. Junk. Oh, shit. Junk. Candy. New. Okay, confirm. That taken care of. With this. I'll pass. Bastards.
I was told of ancient days when wise priestess Beala Tyrion to goddess Lyria spoke. The people, remembering all after war, called for Durek's fate. Slay them, the foul and wretched tribe, said Dokofar. Spare them, the poor and miserable beasts, cried Losilfar. Their minds, depraved and hatred poisoned, twisted. Alfar struck Alfar over drink, at feast, when all else is merry, when peace reigns in havens. Hateful, I am told, were cousins towards each other. From the cold-blessed Ferial, Beala Tyrion, with a head to seek Lyria's guidance, set forth on a pilgrimage.
Probably need to invest in the repair kits. That's not good.
Time for work.
Well, that was a lot easier than I thought.
Don't like this one.
That was a little too easy. Inventory. Mrs. Wolflack, we regret to inform you that your husband, Captain Wolflack, has been killed in battle while serving on the walls of Nelson Shear. Sincerely, General Talir Alpha. That shit too easy. Nothing today. My journey is young and the force remains fairly hospitable to outsiders. Ignore the warnings was a wise decision. There are no rivals. The search for Amon's keys belongs to me and me alone. It's only a matter of time. The statues of Amon live in the forest, taunting me. If I can just secure the keys, I will be able to open them and partake of the treasures soon. Summer day 13, dusk. Alderath is as beautiful as I've always heard, especially the perilous lands north of St. Audwig's perpetual mission. I was almost struck down by a sprite. That is until a brave villager from Gorhad arrived on the scene to act as my savior. He introduced himself as Ugnar Oddgrey. Such an odd name, it could only belong to a Varani. Summer, day 67, daybreak. I visited the House of Ballads grounds today. All of my adult life has been spent learning about these legendary figures, so even a slight glimpse was worth the trip. I am beginning to believe that one of Amon's keys lies behind its high walls. If my scholarly work has been done correctly, the location of the keys will soon be known to me. Summer, day 83, dusk. I have done it. At long last, after years of searching in the annals of Edessia and scouring the Fey lands, I have secured one of the 5 fabled keys of Amon. Now, only if I could find the other 4. Oh, right here, thank God. Oh, shit. Oh shit. Jesus, these things are creepy. See if I can avoid any fights at all.
Stay indoors after sundown.
Fuck you.
Yeah?
Bit aggressive.
Well done. No one will miss those two. Take this to Shieldring Keep and speak to Tyne Delphric. He'll set you to work on my word alone.
Fantastic.
Go north of town, then take the road east. You'll find Tyne Delphric there. It's him you want to talk to. Next time I see you, may be under war-sworn banners.
Oh boy. I think that's gonna be it for me tonight. Good God, the last time I played this game was 2015. Good Lord. Alright. Well, that's gonna be it for me tonight. I'll probably get back to streaming tomorrow.